will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Miami Hurricane offense will take the field to get things started. This rivalry is one of the most storied, at least in the modern generation of college football. Last year sort of left a bad taste in everyone's mouth in Tallahassee as it just never was competitive.
It was a dominant win by the Canes. I mean, they had 445 yards. Florida State had 248. Like, this was a beatdown. You could clearly see the balance with Miami's offense. Running the football for over 200, throwing for over 200. They did what they wanted at will.
I think that's the thing. You know, everybody went into that one expecting to see Cam Ward just light it up. Very pedestrian day for the Hurricanes. Throwing it, you're right, David. It was the Oregon State transfer, Damian Martinez, that went to work on the ground. They were more physical. It's exactly what Mario Cristobal wants this football team to be. Can Florida State match that physicality today in the trenches?
This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Dropping back, it's Beck. Here's a heat. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working the middle, it's complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The give on the inside. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He gets the job done. Third down, they move the chains. It's at the 37. And the Hurricanes have this offense rolling. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. As you watch how a season unfolds and you get off to a good start like these guys have in ACC play, that momentum can really be powerful.
Oh, 100%. The momentum, the confidence. Like, you go from starting the season and saying, we want...
Turning it on! He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the field. It's at the 18. This crowd knows when to bring it. The give to the tailback. Fights through the pile and picks up a couple down to the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Third down, red zone play, crowd alive. in the middle, it's Johnson. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some juice. Looking to pass, it's Beck. They're setting up the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Second down, he'll throw it. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Seminoles offense will go to work for the first time today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
And, man, that's a great job by this defense using the offensive momentum. They go down the field, score, they get you jacked up, excited. Defense is about adrenaline and really being able to play fast and physical and hard. Now they come out, 3 plays, they get the stop, and force a 4th down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on 4th down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That
intercepted. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Snagged in the middle. It's Pittman. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a really good-looking throw there. And I think about back in my day playing for the Gators, we were known as having this high-octane passing attack with Steve Spurrier, but every time we played the Seminoles and Chris Wenke, who, of course, would go on to win a Heisman Trophy, we knew that we were going to have to be executing at a high level. This guy right here, when he gets going and he gets into a groove, he just does not miss. He is able to light up the scoreboard for the Seminoles.
And the Seminoles moving quickly to the line. Motion from the back. Back to pass. It's Applewhite. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down the one, a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. And the Seminoles with the 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Williams. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown Seminoles. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into them.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This should be the last play of the quarter. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. To the air, it's Beck. Working that left side now. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Hitting on transfer portal quarterbacks can be tricky. Certainly Miami did so with Cam Ward a season ago. And Jesse, they're hoping to keep it going with Carson Beck.
They want the Carson Beck version from 2023. At the end of that season, after winning the Orange Bowl, a lot of people thought Carson Beck would end up being the first pick of the NFL draft. 2024 was a bit more up and down. They need him to play well each and every week. He's playing, remember, behind Cam Ward. He's got a very, very big shoes to fill, but no doubt he is the key for Miami's success.
And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
They're working that left side. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Using the quick game. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately.
You complete some of these hitch throws early, you're setting up the hitch and go. Later on, you can pump fake that, and then the receiver can pirouette right up the sideline. That might be a home run play for the offense.
That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, Maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical down here in the red zone.
To the air, it's back. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away. Because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on third down. He'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. And now the lead is even bigger. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Off-play action on first down. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Canes! A great catch and run for 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Fires to the middle. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. You know, when you get off to a tough start in conference play like these guys have, sometimes the temptation is just to try to get through it, play out the string. How can they turn it around?
Well, they just need to put a game together in all 3 phases for 4 quarters, and they haven't been able to do that yet this year, especially, David, when they've gotten an ACC play.
Yeah, and they've struggled. It's not the start they wanted, but what do coaches talk about? Like, when you get some adversity, how are you going to respond? And how do we finish the second half of the season so we can build on it for the future? It's not pretty, it's not fun, but let's finish strong throughout this conference play.
Gets the back moving. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a wide open receiver. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Seminoles will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Had it in his hands, and he dropped it. Thought he had another big play, an interception. He'll have to settle for the PBU. It's second down. Got it behind the line. It's McCoy.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball back quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Sends it back in motion. Going up top again. He's looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Caught close to the marker, it's Robinson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Scanning the field, it's Applewhite. Makes the grab, it's Webster. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's White. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll get rid of it. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Behind the chains now on second and long. And he dropped it. Just didn't look the thing all the way in.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. And the Noles will try to convert on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on fourth and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that fourth down play.
He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Hand off from the gun. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Hurricanes will line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here, too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Applewhite. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. He'll try to take it back. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, some real edge-of-your-seat moments, and there's still 2 quarters to go here for the Noles and Canes. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the battle between Miami and Florida State plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Canes will kick it off to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
The Seminoles can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Card in the backfield. It's Webster. Chain gang on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Finds his tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Hauls it in, the first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the fourth down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. Fourth down, you can tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big fourth down conversion.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. The Noles will have a first down.
And it's a good choice because he gets it, but I think it's a good choice all the time. When you get towards midfield, you got to be aggressive. It's about scoring points. Fourth and inches, I can get inches. I've worked on this. I've practiced this. Nice job by the offense. I like the aggressiveness.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Looking to throw, it's Applewhite. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Catch in the middle, it's Blackwell. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
Loses 9. It's a turnover on them.
Looking to throw on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete.
Man, last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as his defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. He's got his man. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. And the Canes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Out of the gun to give to the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off. And it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Looking downfield, it's Applewhite. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He'll finally go out of bounds, but he was showing off all the skills after that interception.
Well, the quarterback on that one put a lot of air under the ball. The problem is it gave the defender time to get his head around and locate it. And because of that, he was able to come away with the interception.
And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. From the gun. Give on the inside. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fears the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get this.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. And the Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. Bring it out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the gun, the inside give. He gets nothing. Staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Unloads to the wide out. Soft spot in the middle. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Making side adjustments here. Back to throw, it's Applewhite. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the...
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Wide open downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Seminoles want to move quickly.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Firing to the right, complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows.
A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Tries to do it himself on the draw. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Gets it out fast. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Hurricanes will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Blackwell. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. He's going up top here late in the game. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the middle. It's caught downfield. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. All wideouts, no backs. He wants to throw it again. Makes the catch. It's White. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it. Late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
Dropping back, it's Applewhite. Hauls it in. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
And it's a microcosm, too, of just how dominant the defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side, and they've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and